Now I report Chapter 11. The scope of Chapter 11 is all about negatives. The objectives are the following. Value and recognize the nature and sensitiveness of negatives to abrasion or corrosion. Number 2, understand its relevance to film enlargement or printing. In this area, malalaman natin ang definition, differences, as well as the relativeness ng negatives, film enlargement, abrasion, and corrosion. First, we will discuss the definition of negative. Negative refers to a strip of celluloid material which is by the product of chemically processed film in which the tonal value of colors we are invested. Negatives, ito po yung set na celluloid na nagpo-produce ng certain films with its essential negative colors. However, negative image is a conversion of latent image recorded in a film when chemically treated during film development. Ito naman po yung certain image na mabubuo o nare-record para po magkaroon ng improvement sa pagbuo ng films. Nature of negatives. After the film was chemically treated through film development, the latent image that was formed during exposure of the film now become a negative image. It means further that when the film was developed, it is a long strip of small negative image. This negative image was a master images from which all the copies will be made. And they are treated with care and handled with extreme caution not to scratch with fingernails. Pointed or abrasive object that can destroy the image. It must be touched and handled only at its edges. From the definition of negative, at negative image, mabubuo po natin ang conclusion na from the latent image, magkakaroon po ng negative image. And from that collection, mabubuo natin yung mga pagkakaroon ng long strip para maging film. The negative image, meron pong mga set or number of copies po na hawak, na kailangan pong hawakan with care. As we all know, films or negatives image po are sensitive. Isang scratch, maaari po na hindi na ito gumana, kaya advisable po na ito na hawakan through its edges or sa mga gilid. Again, this is Giancarlo Castillo and the assigned next reporter will continue this topic.
What is negative image? Negative photographic image that reproduces the bright portion of the photographed subject as dark and the dark parts as light areas. Negatives are usually formed as transparent materials such as plastic or glass. In photography, a negative is an image usually on a strip or sheet of transparent plastic film, in which the lightest areas of the photographed subject appear darkest and the darkest area appear lightest.
The difference in the densities of various areas in the negative is known as contrast. The dense portion of the negative is referred to as highlight. The photograph obtains a contrast in color when the subject has the lightest and darkest area. In a film, if you can see some image that is being contrast and highlight, the contrast part is what we call the difference in the densities of various areas. In negative, while the highlight part is what we call the dense portion of the negative. Contrast is the lightness and darkness of a color of an image. In making a film, producer must be aware of the colors he or she will be using. The color must be suited for the image and it should be good in the eyes of the audience. A negative is the opposite of positive or normal on a photographic negative, black and white reverse. And in a photographic negative, black and white are reversed. It means that with black areas it appears white to eyes of audience.